I'm Rosa, and I work at the Dunkhaus German American Cultural Center in Chicago. But my mother is from Germany, from a town called Bottrop. And today I have one of my favorite German dishes here. It's called Gurkensalat, aka cucumber salad. And this one has some radishes in it. But it really reminds me of growing up, being a kid in the summer in Germany, where my Oma would make the Gurkensalat, and just the tangy smell of the sour cream and the vinegar and the dill just brings me right back to that. So that's a little piece of Germany that I love.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am from Ethiopia.
Hi, my name is Tigustan from Ethiopia.
So, hey, Mom, what do you miss about Ethiopian food?
Actually, I don't miss any Ethiopian food, but I really miss the real injera. Real injera we cannot find, or I cannot make it here.
Oh,
yeah. So, and what about yourself?
Actually, let me be honest, I don't miss any Ethiopian food because you pretty much cook all the foods here. And we even have Ethiopian dish right here with us, so we can just show you. She was saying injera. This is a flat bread or injera, but in Amharic. So this is what we eat in our household every day. Yeah, so we can share the dish, and you can see us when we feed each other, and we call it gursha.
Okay, yeah, gursha is Ethiopian favorite culture, which is made between like the loved ones, between children and parents, husband and wife. So we are feeding each other depending to the food what we have. Especially if we have injera, we are always do this. So gursha is one of our favorite culture to express your love.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
I'm from Tajikistan. It's a Persian-speaking country in Central Asia.
Wonderful. And do you have a favorite food that reminds you of your...
Definitely, I do have a favorite food. We call it osh, and it's known as a plov as well. It's a dish with rice and meat and different vegetables, depending on which region makes the plov, makes the osh.
Do you have a favorite memory about making it or eating it with your family?
Definitely, it's one of those dishes where people gather together to eat, and we eat it with our hands. So it's usually in a big plate, and all the family members eat from the same plate. So it's kind of a way of getting together with the family, which I haven't done in a while because I live in the United States and all my family lives back home.
We're from the Netherlands and we're eating our favorite cookies. Stroopwafels. So they're a caramel cookie, very delicious.
Very good.
Very sweet.
Waffle.
Kind of a waffle. And I have a really good memory as a child. I would go to a farmer's market and they would make them fresh. So you would actually watch them make them for you. And it would be warm and so tasty. So every time I eat one, it reminds me of being in the Netherlands as a child, being home.
Do you have a favorite food?
For me, of course, there is this börek, which is a very important part of my life and everybody's life in Turkey. Börek is a pastry filled with different, products, like could be cheese or meat. And I was born in Istanbul, the part that is very famous with their börek in Istanbul, the city of Istanbul. If you would like to comparison, like, Chicago is famous with Garrett popcorn, in that kind of sense. So this place is famous with their börek in Istanbul, and everybody goes there. So my parents used to take me before I go to school just to have breakfast there with a glass of milk and a nice portion of börek every morning. So I love it.
It's wonderful. How about you, Sandra? Do you have a favorite food?
Absolutely.
Where are you from, first of all? Where are you from?
From Poland, Warsaw.
And my favorite food, and I think a lot of people, especially in Chicago, are pretty aware of it and also love it. Even Murat loves it too. It's pierogi.
Yes.
So usually pierogi, it's a huge part of Polish cuisine. However, they're also appearing on Christmas dinner tables too. And then my grandma always used to make them by hand, and this is one of my favorite memories and always takes me back to my childhood as well. So those are the little like dumplings, and my favorite ones there's so many variations, but my favorite ones are made with potato and cheese actually.
Hi, my name is Iyabo. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from the southern part of Nigeria, the Yoruba tribe. There are so many tribes in Nigeria, so many different cultures, but I'm from the southern parts.
Do you have a favorite food?
Yes, I do. We have so many food in Nigeria, but my most favorite is the finger food, which is made from grains, all kind of grains that Nigerians can get their hands on, turn into powder, become our food, and we eat them with our hand with soup, like different kind of soup. Could be vegetable, could be okra, could be all kind of soup that we can find.
Do you have a favorite memory of eating or sharing that food?
Yeah, I do. Even for a Nigerian that have been living in America for like 14 years, I still make my food in my house every day. It's fun. I use it to entertain guests. Every time I have a function, I'm a Muslim. So whenever we have a function after like Ramadan and things like that, we cook a lot of our food to entertain our guests. Um, One of the things that stand out is that it takes a long time to cook this food compared to American food, which is something we laugh about all the time, that we spend all this time just to get dinner on the table.
And Coinzola, do you have something you want to share about?
Yeah, I can just share that I started my first year of college last year, and I went away to Connecticut for school, and I was eating a lot of dining hall food, which is great, but it was always really nice to come back home because in the dining hall there might be things that are kind of like Nigerian food, so rice or beans, but there's never any finger food, there's never any eba, so it's nice to come home and have that be a traditional Nigerian meal that I can eat.
Where are you from?
I am from Brazil, originally from north of Brazil. It's called Bahia.
Do you have a favorite food?
I do. I do have favorite food. As a matter of fact, Brazil has the beautiful and delicious recipes. One of my favorite, it's called stroganoff, Brazilian stroganoff.
Sounds delicious. Do you have a favorite memory related to when you had that or made
Yes.
that with your family?
Yes. I remember because when I came to the United States, my mom gave me several recipes that she knows that I love so much. And then when I arrived to the United States, I went to live with a family, the American family. And one day I decided to cook the stroganoff. And they were very excited that I was using so much ingredient that they didn't know. But the end result, when I finished the stroganoff, it was unbelievable. 10 people on the table, they couldn't believe how good it was.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
that
so
was
good.
for them. Every time they remember that, and then it's pretty nice to remember how the food connect people. That was beautiful.
My name is Elizabeth Rallier. I'm from Burkina Faso. My favorite food is stew. Some people call it fufu. You make it with corn flour or millet flour and eat it with vegetable stew, like okra and some other vegetables. And it's my favorite food because it's a main dish from my country, and being far from home, that's the one that reminds me of home. So I can eat it every day if I could.
Where are you from?
I'm born in the UK, but my parents are from India, from Andhra Pradesh, India.
Do you have a favorite food?
Yeah, I have a couple of them that are coming to mind. One is lentils, tomato dal. It's my go-to, basically a staple that I love to eat with rice or with bread or anything. I mean, it has all the nutrients, and it also is like it's filling and protein, and you can add vegetables to it. My mom makes it really great, so I love it.
Hi, my name is Wei Yang, and I'm from Xi'an City in China. And my favorite food is dumplings. So for dumplings, it's like people make the dough and uh, covered over the meatballs. We do the sauce thing, and it tastes very good. And for dumplings, because we usually eat dumplings during Chinese Lunar New Year, so it brings me much memories with my family members and the happy time that I spent in my hometown. So this is my favorite food.